According to Advances in U.S. Border Enforcement, a review of the consequence delivery systems published by the Migration Border Institute, we see the following. Page 17 of this document shows the recidivism rates for the different modes of consequence delivery system. If we use voluntary return, it's at 31%. If we use expedited removal, it's at 18%. If we use standard prosecution, it's only 9%. And if we use streamlining, it's 8%. Streamlining, in case you didn't know, is when you can prosecute up to 70 migrants at a time. So for all the people saying this would be unwieldy to go through all these immigrants, if they're streamlined and you can do 70 at a time, it starts to feel more manageable. So what does this show? This clearly shows that the consequence for being found to have crossed the border illegally is going to be a deterrent in if you decide to do it again. And so the reality is we need to change the incentive structure. Currently, the incentive is to go in and claim asylum, and if you ever do get caught, you just get sent back, and now you can try again. Whereas if you have a proper consequence delivery system, that will be less likely to happen. So it might sound discompassionate, but clearly if someone is breaking into the country and violating federal law, there needs to be a consequence that's going to prevent recidivism. Charlie Munger said, "Show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome." And I think conversely, we could say, show me the bad outcome and I'll show you the bad incentive structure. And I think in all of these immigration issues, we clearly see what the bad outcome is and we can see what the bad incentive is. Of course, these people want to leave their countries. If they're in poverty, they want to leave. But for an asylum claim to be valid, poverty is not a valid asylum claim. You have to have persecution based on a protected class, fear for your life, fear of torture. It can't just be that you're just impoverished. As much as we want to help these people, that's just not an immigration policy that a country can have to help absolutely everybody. These things have to be done in an orderly and measured way, and that's why we have immigration caps. That's why we have asylum caps. And yes, we need a proper way to process these applications, but we have to be prudent about it. We have to be efficient about it, and we have to be smart about it. And I think there's nothing wrong with a country wanting to defend its own borders, okay? That is like a weird, far left-leaning take to be like anti-border, and I don't think most Americans are in that place. I think most Americans want safe borders, and they want the people that are here to be the people that should be here.